Rape is a very serious offense, which is rampant in the country. In most cases, women are victims of rape. In other words, rape is an evil act exhibited by an insane and callous individual. I mean, what kind of a person forces a member of the opposite gender to have sex without their consent? On Ladies Roundtable today, we have a guest, and not just a guest, but a rape victim. We shall be meeting her after the commercial break. You're watching IAMBEST TV. My name is Deborah Mbaba. Stay tuned. God is in charge. Welcome back. Still watching IAMBEST TV. Finally, my guest is here. Let's meet you.
Joanna is here from Akwa Ibom State, Ibibio by tribe.
Okay, Miss Joanna, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
All right, so how does it feel to be a rape victim?
Well, it's awkward. Really awkward. That's all I can say.
Okay, when you say awkward, what do you mean?
It's embarrassing, stigmatizing, and bad. Anything bad you can think of.
Okay, so let's get to hear the gist. What really happened?
I was 7 years when it started. Like, let me say 6. But he got what he wanted when I was 7.
Okay.
He started molesting me at the age of 6, touching some vital parts of my body. I wasn't comfortable with it. I was a kid and I don't know what he was doing, but there is this subconsciousness in me that knows that what he's doing is really bad.
Okay.
Then I reported it to my parents, my sibling first. And since I'm the last child, I reported it to my other ones and they felt reluctant about it. And though at first they called him up and asked him, what's up with this we're hearing and that, he denied it. Of course, he's supposed to deny it, and that was it. He was a pastor and they believed him over me. Okay. That was the first mistake. And that very day it all happened. There was nobody at home. His wife put to bed, and forgot to tell you that he was actually evicted from his house.
Okay.
And he came to stay with us. Doesn't have any shelter to put his head over his head, and doesn't have a food that he can feed himself and his pregnant wife.
Okay.
Then my dad had to, out of pity, his brother's son, he had to bring him in and then feed him and give him shelter.
They were okay. Yeah.
My dad actually do it because of his wife.
Okay.
And after that, when the molestation started, the very first day he came into the house, started what he was doing. Like, he planned it.
Okay.
Then from there was reporting not being comfortable staying in my own father's house, alone with him, and he's always at home because he's a full-time pastor. Then that very day his wife put to bed and everybody was happy, and she took him out for this BCG immunization, and he had a chance to do what he wanted to do because I was at home with my brother, my cousin, was staying with us then. So he sent my cousin on an errand, gave him 15 naira for transport. And where my brother was going to, he was supposed to give him 100 naira. And then That's how it all happened. He just sent my friends away. I was outside playing. I saw my brother leaving the house. I was like, where are you going to? Where did you go? Uncle Sen asked me to buy something for him. Will you stay long? He said yes. Then I had this fright. I knew something was going to happen. I told him not to go. He said, okay, no problem. He won't, that he can't tell my uncle no. Like, but you will make sure he go there first and then come back quickly. I was satisfied with it. Though I asked him to wait, let me take my bath before he leave. My uncle was like, go, just go. She will take a bath, just go. And then he left. He called me inside to go take my bath, chased my friends away. We're all kids. Chased them away. I was inside the house, took water from the drum down to the bathroom to take my bath, and he came inside the bathroom. I was naked, so there's no chance for him to start removing the clothes. I was naked. Dragged me inside. I was shouting. He held my mouth, closed me down with a pillow, and it was terrible. Beat the hell out of me. Was struggling. He was beating me till I became weak. What can a 7-year-old child do with a man of 30? Then he was around 38, his late 30 or early 40s. Wow. Then, so the only thing I could remember was a sharp pain inside me. I screamed. That was when I passed out, and it was terrible. I woke up with the pool of blood and mucus all over. I didn't know what happened, but I knew I was feeling pain around my abdomen. And that was it.
Wow, that was really a bad experience. So, 7 years is a long time ago. Why has it taken you that long to come out to speak?
I've been speaking up.
Okay.
I've been saying it out to my friends, the few friends I had, and they know about it. Yeah, a few of my friends know, like my closest friends, knows about it. We're in times that you can't just tell someone you've been raped, a random person. That's when most people get stigmatized with it, and everybody wants to get away from you like it's a plague. So I've been telling some few friends that I can actually trust.
Now, why do you think now is the time?
Yeah. Though I felt every time is the time.
Okay.
But not actually now is the time. I wouldn't have been able to say it out if I was not called on to say it. Every time I felt was the time. I do say it on 1 or 2 occasions, like there was a time they had a school I do teach. They had this talking about pedophiles, and I had to bring it up. Okay. It was also a subject for them. They had to build it up like, okay, they have a witness, eye to eye, someone who has already experienced it, and they had to talk about it, to emphasize and tell parents about it.
All right, so knowing fully whether your parents or your family are aware of these incidents, what was their reaction at that time? Well,
when my dad came back, though it was my other brother who came back first, the first son, he was so angry that he beat my uncle up. But what can the beating do? It doesn't change anything. And my dad cried, and my mom too. They were so disappointed. They never expected it. They never expected it from him. Like, all this while you've been denying that you were not molesting this girl. You've actually been doing this, and why do you keep denying it? And once the time she spoke up, why didn't you stop? You went as far as not just doing it, but on my matrimonial bed. That's when my dad cried. Like, none of his child has ever experienced this, and he never expected it from him. The only thing they could do then was just to cry, beat him up, evict him from the house, and
that was it.
That was it.
So, and you feel that justice was okay for you?
At first, I wasn't okay with the justice.
Okay, since you weren't okay at that time, and now you decided to speak up, do you think there's something you would want some agency to come in and take up, or you want to lay low?
No, I would like to lay low. 1, for my family's sake, and 2, just for personal reasons. I wanted to just lay low. Okay. But then, when it happened, I was a kid, and growing up, I had this bitter. When I realized that this is what it took from me, I got angry, and I wanted justice. but I never knew how to go about it. But at a point, I had to bring myself out of that depression. Like, I worked it out myself. I did everything myself. There was no, but my family forgot like it never happened. They all went about their businesses like this thing never happened. And that was it. But I was so enraged that I wanted to just kill him at a point. Do something about it. That was when I was growing up. Because I was still in that depression. But at a time, I had to just, when I was out of that depression, I had to just let it go.
Now, talking about depression, how were you able to couple yourself till this present moment?
Well, let me say I'm a strong woman. Life can just throw at you. According to what I read, it said, life will throw lemon at you and you have to turn it to lemonade. That's what I did. I had to just wake up, brush it off, and then let it slide. Pick up
some pieces of your life and move on. Now, at some point, were you stigmatized? Is there any point in your life, some persons or your friends are like, I think I heard this about you, so let me just move away from you. Were there points like that in your life?
No, there wasn't. Like I said, I told the right people.
Okay.
People who never, can come out and say something like that. They are the few friends I can actually rely on and tell about my predicament. And we'll just say it at that point and then we'll forget it.
Okay. All right. Still watching IAMBEST TV. Let's go for a commercial break. We'll be right back. So as a rape victim, how do you think families or parents can help prevent such incidents?
People should always speak up, no matter how, not just to speak up, but speak up to the right people. Like my friends I told, though I never knew they can be this secretive, but at least they tried not to stigmatize me or say things like, I never felt it. That's why I could bring myself out of that depression easily.
Okay, let me just ask you this random question, and this will be, let's say, I will put two questions in one. So how do you think government can come in, and what do you think should be the best punishment for rapists?
To my own suggestion, they should just castrate them, isolate them from the world itself, because the rapists, they are terrible. You could still I could still see the picture of my uncle's face. He was like a beast looking for something to devour. Government can help in punishing the people, the victim, because like I said, they are beasts. When doing such things, they are beasts. They have no mercy. So likewise, they shouldn't pity them when punishing them. Should just take the law, full law on them, and then give them whatever punishment that suits for them. Like I should suggest, they should just castrate them and isolate them.
Wow. Isolate them like pandemic. All right, thank you so much, Miss Joanna. It has been a great time with you. All right, guys, it has been a great moment with Miss Joanna. As rape victims, learn to speak up, because silence doesn't solve a problem. Your voice needs to be heard. You're watching IAMBEST TV, and the program is Ladies Round Table with Deborah Dambaba. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IAMBEST TV, and also share your own story via our contacts displaying on the screen. Keep watching IAMBEST TV. God is in charge.